Royval against Bontorin is the second most interesting fight on the card behind the main event for me. I just, these two are just awesome. Like Brandon Royval against Kai France was.
Yeah, I watched that again last night.
It's a great fight.
Insane, yeah.
It's a great fight. I do feel bad for him because you look at, I mean, after that fight, which was just awesome, and you look at his fights before that as well, you know, first round armbar in LFA, then he came over and made his debut against Tim Elliott, beaten by arm triangle, then the second round guillotine against Kai France, which was a banger. Like you look at the guys on his record that have beaten him, and they're good names.
Oh yeah,
you know, like you go back to 2018 to his last loss before the UFC. That was Casey Kenny by decision.
Yeah, that was for the title, wasn't it? LFA title, was it?
Yeah. I'm gonna go back and watch that fight again. But then you know, the Moreno fight was a shoulder injury in ground and pound, wasn't it? Like that was kind of disappointing for him. And then Pantoja is the killer in the division. He's the guy in this division that you don't want the phone call from the matchmakers saying that you're fighting him, because we were watching him yesterday and V said he's like an angry street kid that knows how to fight.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, that's how he fights. He fights with venom, but he's also very, very skilled. And I think Brandon Royval's very similar to that. He's just a bit more happy-go-lucky than Pantoja in that regard. But Bontorin's mean.
Yeah, Bontorin, because he was winning the fight against Kai before he got caught. Like he was on top, like getting the submission attempts, and Kai was escaping really well. But
that was when Kai did the full lap and then went back to seconds, didn't he?
He threw his gum shield at him.
He was like, "I'm done with the buffet. I'm not eating anymore. I'm not." Oh, okay. They just put out some fresh sandwiches. Yeah, I like both of these guys. I think that I think Bontorin maybe just a little bit ahead of him, like maturity-wise in his fighting game, though.
Yeah.
He is a bit older, isn't he, Bontorin?
I think so,
Fucking
yeah.
29, man. Jesus.
Because I think Royval's pretty young, isn't he? He's only... How old is he?
Yeah, Royval's young.
Same age as me. He's 29.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
So they're both 29.
Yeah. But I do like Royval. I thought he was on a real good incline before his shoulder injury and stuff. Yeah. And... like that fight again, he does leave himself open because he is quite flamboyant and he tries a lot of different things. I think sometimes he just leaves himself open a little bit too much. And I think Bontorin, he's got a lot of power, could probably take advantage of that.
Yeah, I think Bontorin's a scary dude. And I think if he gets his hands on Royval, he's going to be able to manhandle him a little bit. Mm-hmm. Like he looks to me like someone that cuts a massive amount of weight. I think he was only a pound over in his last fight against Matt Schnell, but he just looked massive.
He's thick, isn't he?
Yeah, he's not particularly tall, but I mean Matt Schnell was quite tall compared to him, but the thickness and power of Bontorin, like, I just imagine if he got his hands on Royval, he's gonna be able to kind of muscle and throw him around. Yeah. I mean Royval might be strong enough and tough enough and wily enough to be able to get the distance with him, but he might not be able to hold him off. And my other concern with shoulder injuries as well, especially when you got someone like, I was just looking down to see if he's got any Kimuras on his record. He's got a few arm bars earlier on though. Like shoulder injuries don't ever heal properly. They're never the same as they were before. And Bontorin, with him being such a powerful grappler, you've got to think like,
yeah.
If I was fighting someone that I knew they had a leg injury, I'd be kicking that leg. So if that's the mentality of a Thai boxer, you transfer that to a grappling mentality. I'd be attacking that with Kimuras and arm bars and doing whatever I could to put pressure on that shoulder.
Yeah.
And I think Bontorin's mean enough to do it as well.
Yeah. He's the fight I watched last night it was the Piver fight, Bontorin Piver.
Yeah.
Where it was a doctor stoppage. But
see, Piver's a bit of a Royval kind of fighter.
Yeah, yeah. Similar kind of build and
toughness.
Yeah. And
bit too game to scrap sometimes.
Yeah, Bontorin almost got stopped because he got a cut under his eye early on, and then he just absolutely smashed him, and it got stopped because of the cut above his eyebrow. Yeah, Piver. Yeah.
See, I remember that. He was fucking.
Yeah,
wasn't he?
Yeah.
See, that might be an option for Royval. You might be able to catch him with elbows or stuff, spinning, swirling elbows, and try and open up the cut. Bontorin's actually lower in the rankings than Royval at the moment. 7 Bontorin compared to 5 for Royval. But that's because Kai France He's the one that's split them. He's the point of difference.
Yeah.
Hell of a fight.
Yeah.
Which way you going?
I'm gonna go with Royval.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that head or heart?
That's heart.
Yeah, good man. Because if I'm going with my head, I'm picking Bontorin. I am leaning towards Bontorin, but I would like to see Royval progress because I prefer his fighting style.
Yeah, he's a lot. I like watching him. He's a really exciting fighter.
Yeah,
and I can see him just causing a little bit of like ruckus between the top like few in that division. So, yeah.
He's a bit of a cat to throw amongst the pigeons, isn't he?
Yeah,
and his nickname is Raw Dog. So
yeah.
I tell you what, let's go because he's also on a 2-fight losing streak and he's had some rough luck. I think we should both go for Brandon Royval to beat Bontorin.
Yeah,
TKO.
Yeah,
stop him in the second.
I was going to go for a triangle.
Oh, were you? Yeah, a triangle. What, first, second, third?
Well, if it's anything like the first, maybe the Kai fight, so first round.
You reckon? Yeah.
Triangle first round.
Okay, fair enough. Triangle first round. I reckon he's going to TKO him. I reckon he's going to catch him with something wild, spinning elbow or something. Might fracture his forearm in the process. But yeah, we'll adopt Brandon Royval for the podcast. He can be our fighter. We won't pick against him. That's a hell of a fight.
Yeah, that is a great fight.
Really good fight.